Walking down this lonely road, damn near almost lost my soul. But now that I'm in control, what they gon' do? Can no evil hold me down? Let no evil hold me down. When your will is on the ground, what you gon' do? I won't go for anything that isn't in direction of the moon. Don't never let anything come in between, cause surely you will lose. Inhale the atmosphere, brushing fear right off the shoulders. Looking around, couldn't find anyone. Feel like the world getting colder. Beyond motivated, we won't stop until we are over. Yeah, and I won't look back, no. Won't look back, no. Cause it's only a matter of time, now we in here, dog. Homie said you need to get involved. Ain't no looking back, ain't no other way around it, dog. You got everything you need on guard. Just honing your faith and your power. Trust we could witness as ours. No, this is not just a dream. Keeping you up early every hour, but it just doesn't make sense. What good is this life if all we do is pretend? Trying to see the light, but darkness wants to creep in. Way up in my mind, wanna push me off the deep end. Wait, slow down, hone it now. If you believe, then you better breathe it. Walking down this lonely road, damn near almost lost my soul. But now that I'm in control, what they gon' do? Can no evil hold me down? Let no evil hold me down. When your will is on the ground, what you gon' do? I won't go for anything that isn't in direction of the moon. Don't never let anything come in between, cause surely you will lose. Introspect, take a sec, watch your step, where you step, when you step, falling free through the sky, feel the breeze, feel the eye, all your fears, let them die, energy never lies, introspect, take a second, let your world unfold,
falling free through the sky,
I just wanna feel right, I'm so tired of being lost,
all your fears, let them die,
wings take flight,
energy never lies.
There's nothing we cannot handle. Light up the dark like a candle. Usually they misunderstand you, yeah. Give a damn if they can't relate. All we want is to motivate. Take it on, never hesitate. Acknowledge it, but then make it. We are the ones in control. We are the ones in control. Just honing your faith and your power. Trust we could witness as ours. No, this is not just a dream. Take on the world and devour. Walking down this lonely road, damn near almost lost my soul. But now that I'm in control, what they gon' do? Can no evil hold me down? Let no evil hold me down. When your will is on the ground, what you gon' do? I won't go for anything that isn't in direction of the moon. Don't never let anything come in between, cause surely you will lose. Yeah, we only getting started, but you know I got to bang it. Yeah, we're shooting for the stars, you know you got to aim it. Yeah, this goes out to the ones who doubt it. How you gonna see with your eyes all clouded? Look to the sky, feed your mind rerouted. Damn, it's been a long, long day. I done came a long, long way. I've been feeling all kind of restless. Getting to it, what can I say? Soaking up game like a lesson. Spirit too strong, that's a blessing. Rather elevate into outer space. You could go insane, lose your way from the stressing. And I ain't really on that. Gotta take it higher, yeah, we're on that. We will never stop, we'll never fall back. This is that, I need more of that. Gotta take it higher like you're on that. Gonna take it higher, yeah, we're on that. Whoa. I hear you screaming on the inside. You gotta let it go, let your mind ride. Yeah, we only getting started, but you know I got to bang it. Yeah, we're shooting for the stars, you know you got to name it. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on? We back, we back, we back.
Oh Lord, today was one of those days, but
Yes,
you
it
know,
was.
but
It is.
either way, the show goes on. The show goes on. We got a couple of things planned for you guys in our first inaugural episode of the Battle of the Sexes.
I need to fix this mic a little bit better. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh
go
my
ahead.
gosh.
I
Oh
just
my.
don't need it. You can still hear me?
Yes, I can still hear you. I can
Okay.
still hear you.
I felt like it was anyway.
Well,
Felt like it was going in my mouth for some reason. I don't know. Every time I lean down. Just
really.
yeah,
So
yeah.
how you? Well, anyway, I am E Black with E Black
And I am
TV.
Jay Marie. We're back. We're back. So let me get in the middle. You know, it's
Yeah,
always something. It's always something.
it
I
is
be
always.
thinking I'm positioned right and in the right little alignment, and then something happens.
I hear you. It go like that. But yeah, today's Battle of Sexes. What is Battle of Sexes? Battle of Sexes is kind of like a talk show. We're gonna have discussions around relationship talks. Um, just
Bedroom intimacy, communication. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. The Dirty Pleasure Show is kind of my thing. So I just, want to kind of help you. I know we a little behind on the A ball.
yeah. But
Somebody forgot, but we're not gonna point out no names.
I blame myself on this one. All right,
Somebody
I'm gonna
forgot.
take the blame today. I'm gonna take the blame for today. Okay.
Yes.
But
We will be
salute.
recruiting heavily.
Yes, we are going to be recruiting heavily, and people who can show up when they can. Okay. Uh,
Yes, people are on CPT today.
yes. So salute to that. Salute to those people. All right. So we're gonna jump right into it.
Yeah,
We're
let's
gonna
go.
play
Let's
this
go.
video.
Let's go.
Let's play this video.
Back from a 12-hour shift, baby, you are the trick at this point. Some girls would be like, oh, well, I don't sell my pussy, but baby, you maintaining a man at the house and he's sitting up there playing 2K and you just came back from a 12-hour shift. Baby, you are the trick at this point.
Huh.
What you think about that?
I don't want to say, okay, if he's playing the game because he recently is out of work, okay, that's a difference. Then if he's not been doing shit for months and months and months and months, it's not looking for employment, all those kind of things, that's a different kind of man. That might be, the mooching ass type of nigga and all that kind of thing. So it just depends. I think it's a situational basis.
Well, let's talk about the situation then. Would you ever?
Okay.
What is the longest a man can be unemployed for in your eyes?
I would say 3 months. 3 months would be a lot. That'd be a lot.
Okay, are we talking 3 months as in COVID?
Okay,
What if he's a specialized? What if he's a specialized individual who has a specialized, accountant? We're not just talking like Uber drivers here.
Okay, but there is that Uber drivers, DoorDash, all those other different things, right? So he could be doing that in between time, in the meantime. If
in your car?
No. No. Okay. No. Okay, let me scale back. If we've been together for some years and we've had a partnership that's been balanced and all that kind of thing, then me doing my part would be helping him out with the transportation because he is going to make money.
Yeah.
But now, if he's never had a car or, we new to this and this is not no long-standing relationship, he gonna have to go pretty soon because it would be the same to my point. I think, if I'm just not working, not trying to find work, not trying to do anything on the side, to make money, not illegally, but you know what I mean, like DoorDash and all this other type of stuff. Why? What am I doing? I'm not holding up my
I think that's different for men and women. I think for men, I don't think there's a time limit.
for men, you know, with their woman. You're talking about like she
Yeah.
was employed.
For a woman, I don't really believe that there's a time limit.
That's yeah, that's probably where the double standard is, because I know some women that don't work at all and their husband is okay with that. Their boyfriend is okay with that. Some cultures are like that too. So, you know, that's the other part of it. If it's a cultural thing, if this is what they have an understanding of, then that's their understanding. But if we don't have an understanding, then that's the problem.
But your understanding is 90 days fiance, and that's about it.
No, it's not 90 days fiance. That's the thing. If he's recently unemployed, he's got a way to get money. These days, DoorDash, Lyft, all that kind of stuff is a possibility. Instacart, all them things. So he shouldn't have an excuse as long as there's a vehicle that's reliable.
Well, that's the thing. Some, like I said, I've been unemployed, but I'm a computer programmer. Sometimes it takes time to get like gainfully employed. It be just for
No, I agree. I agree.
like we're
Yeah,
talking.
computer programming, technology. Yeah,
We're not
those are
talking
fields.
about like being a manager at a Dollar Tree, something like that. We're talking like highly specialized jobs where you're gonna have to. The interview process may take 2 weeks. Trying to find
Yeah,
recruiters.
but when you were unemployed, did you not do something else besides
No,
your 9 to 5?
no.
Okay,
What I
well,
did,
your
what I
wife
did.
is a good. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. She's a good woman. Meaning, if she's already gainfully employed and she can hold it down, that is what a partnership is, though. I'm not throwing you under the bus this time, E Black. Okay, I'm being serious.
You are throwing me under the bus.
If she's holding you down,
yeah.
then she's being a great partner.
Okay.
She's being a great partner.
I'm just saying. 90 days is cutting it kind of tight. I got to redo my resume. I got to go get recertified.
So 6 months is more reasonable to you then?
Yeah, 6 months to maybe a year.
6 months.
Yeah.
That's good. That's you got bills, but here's the thing: you got bills. There are bills that are still flowing in, and if my income doesn't pay the bills plus allow us to have some sort of freedom financially, then you got to get your ass up and do something else. If you're not able to get into computer programming, you got to have Instacart, DoorDash, Uber, Lyft.
So I get to tell you what
you better have another skill set.
I get to tell you what to do with the money since it's like that, right? Because if I get unemployed, if something happens, then I have to be prepared for the worst. So bills have to be paid. So then whatever you earn with your money, then I need to be more in control of saying, hey, we need to save that.
I know you fucking lying. You just doing this to just be.
Wait. So you want to earn the money and then tell me?
No, I'm talking about partnership. If we're
that's
paying
a partnership.
But if we've been talking about the bills, we've been talking about what's getting paid and all that. That's one thing. But you telling me what to do with the money versus me telling you what to do with the money, I'm still not telling you what to do with the money either. It's we sit down, talk about the bills. That's the balanced approach.
But if I have more of the risk of losing everything for being out of work for 6 months, and you really don't have the risk, because no matter what, if you're working or not, I'm still gonna love you like the man are supposed to. I mean, you can take a year off and study basket weaving, right?
But basket weaving is not bringing in the motherfucking bills, paying the motherfucking bills.
But as a man, I'm supposed to support you, right?
To me, it's a partnership. It's not about one.
That is a partner. I'm holding up my
Let's
deal
move
as a
on to the
man.
next question. Let's move on to the next thing. Because I feel like you trying to just be on some bullshit today.
No, I'm being. I
What's,
think. Look,
so you saying it's
that
double
makes. I
sided?
think every man.
I mean, it's one sided rather?
I think it's very one sided. Every man has this dilemma. We are expected to provide for the household. We do. That's why a lot of men don't get college degrees. We usually get a job that's what they say. Our parents used to say, government job, work for the government, do this, do that, provide for the family. That's your job. That's your role. Women, it's a little loosey goosey with you guys. You guys can go to college. You guys can take a year off, take care of the kid for a year, 2 years, whatever. And if you
If
say,
there
"Hey,
kids
my
involved,
man,"
okay.
but
But
if I say, if you as a woman say, "Hey, I need this time to yourself," you're expecting for the man to say, "You know what? I got you. I'm going to make the sacrifices." But for the men, it's not the same.
I'm probably not the best person for this because I have a more balanced approach to that. Because I think a partnership isn't always going to be 50-50. No.
Mhm.
But if I'm expecting my husband or boyfriend to look after all the bills and finances and all that while I go to school to get some sort of degree, say it's nursing or I'm finishing up my degree or whatever, that degree is in hopes to have me employed sooner
Mhm.
than later. But I should also have other skill sets that I can make money at that I can also contribute to the household with. And I do firmly believe in that. And
Okay.
if a woman does not have multiple skills, if she can't braid hair, do nails, lashes, it's all kind of shit women can do to make
Mhm.
money. So I feel like even if it's not DoorDash or Lyft or personal shopper or whatever, there are plenty of skill sets that she can have that can make money. If she ain't doing that, then she's just being a lame ass chick that's
Oh,
living off of her dude.
there's some women who are entitled to that. They have a lot of
They're
entitlement.
entitled to it or they feel entitled to
They
it.
feel entitled to it.
Yeah, well, but I mean, I don't think that's a balanced mindset to have because you still got to be able to contribute. And if you're not able to contribute, and your husband or boyfriend, significant other, whatever, whether it's an LGBTQ relationship, whatever the case may be, if you're not able to contribute to the household, and it's on that one person, they get sick or anything, then the shit falls to the wayside.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of relationships fall apart. If one person is only responsible for all the bills and everybody else is just like, we rely on that one person. No, they get sick, then the household goes down.
Do you think the way that you're thinking is traditional or modern?
Modern. It's
Okay.
well, yeah, because traditional, I think it would be where the woman is, if we're talking about traditions like way back when, where the woman was in the household and she was a homemaker and all that kind of thing, then
Yeah.
that's traditional.
But even the woman, even when the woman works, she still, you know, the the money that she kept went to straight to savings.
Back in the old days,
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of older women that would say that. I don't agree with that though. So I wouldn't be traditional by far at all.
Okay. Okay. And I'm not just look. Get it off my back. I'm just
I'm
asking
just
a question. This
I'm
is a
trying to
battle of the
be
sexes.
balanced in my answer, and I don't battle with it because I think a lot of the shit is ignorant.
You
The way
do?
people think, a lot of the shit is ignorant these days. The way people think, it's super one sided.
Okay. All right. Well, since we going there, then we're gonna have a. Let me play this video because let me see. Sorry about that. I'm working with one screen and it's driving me nuts. Share this.
We just
Okay.
having all kind of technical shit going
Yeah,
on today,
today ain't my day.
and both of us being technology people. It's interesting.
All right. I don't know if you remember this video, but let's cut into it.
women do complain, oh, my husband's always on me. Why is he always on me?
Mhm.
If sex is going to be a chore for you that you don't really want to do, why do women constantly push monogamy on men? If you know that you don't want to have to deal with him all the time just wanting you,
Mhm.
why do you push monogamy on men?
Well, who's to say I pushed anything on anybody? Like,
Well, we
if
know
two
that you pushed
people,
monogamy on me.
I pushed monogamy. I forced you to get married to me.
Time out. You said to me you never pressured me to get married. In 2007, we were living together, right? You said you no longer wanted to live with me and shack up with me because you wanted to be my wife, not my girlfriend.
Right, because I wanted to know where
That
the
don't
relationship
sound
was
like
going.
pressure to you?
It sounds like me voicing where I see my life going. It sounds like me saying, this is what I would like. You can decide to meet me there. If not, we can reevaluate what exactly we're doing.
Okay. Additionally,
Would I call it pressure per se? Not necessarily pressure.
Kev's been taken
women do complain.
They still married to this day.
out.
Yes, they are.
That
Don't
was a
think
tense,
My husband's always on me.
Hold on,
Why
hold
is
on
he
one
always-
second. Sorry.
Particularly cut across them there. I could be wrong. I don't
what the fuck was you watching last? Okay.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Okay.
My browser
so-
history is crazy. So
Is it-
one, go ahead. What you say? What you
Okay.
think?
Do women force monogamy on men?
Yes.
I think there's I don't want to say that we force it, but I do think that there are a lot of non-traditional relationships these days that would say that is a force, but I don't think it's forced if it's a mutual agreement between two people. So if I agree to be married to you or be in a relationship with you and be exclusive with you, then that's an agreement. So I don't think that's a force. But if we're saying, well, we've been rocking 3-4 years, as boyfriend and girlfriend, and then I bring up, hey, what do you think about marriage, or are we going to ever get married? That's a legitimate question. That's not a force to me. It just depends on the understanding that two people have, and it can be one-sided.
I think that what he was mainly talking about was the fact that as a single person, you have more access to sex. You have sex like a single person. Y'all are rabidly fucking, or whatever the situation may be.
Go ahead, because you getting tongue twisted like a motherfucker with this.
Yeah, because I don't want to.
Go ahead.
I wanted to say
not to incriminate yourself.
But once you get married, it seems like a lot of women says, "Hey, sex becomes a chore. We've had sex once a week, or we're having sex. Sex then becomes a chore. It becomes very inconvenient for the woman."
I think that depends too, because if there's a high sex drive between the two of them, then that may not be a chore. If they're, continuing to find that fire in their relationship, they continue to be attracted to one another. But I think that dies down. Like, realistically speaking, if we're talking about 10, 15 years, you got to find it, because it's not going to be that new like it was in the beginning. So
do you think that's on the men?
Ways
you think that's on the men's side or the women's side?
that men get tired of it?
Yeah. Do
No,
you think
I don't think men get tired of it.
so?
Not
Women,
generally speaking.
so women get tired of sex after 10 years.
I think if it's somebody who's constantly wanting it, like if they don't have nothing else in common and it's just about the sex, then yeah, they gonna be getting tired of it fast, because it gets old. Hey, we got one of our ladies on here, Miss Polly. What's good?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good. Well, not see you, because we ain't see your ass. So
Okay, listen.
we hear you. There we go.
I'm
You in
eating
a
this
church?
food. I don't want y'all to see me be fat. We gotta
Oh,
wait a
I
minute. You
thought
gotta
you
wait
in
a
a
minute.
church. Like, Lord, this is not the time to be
Mhm.
on this show.
It's fine. It's fine. But Miss Polly, we're talking about sex. We're talking about why.
Sp- Get a
Yeah,
little bit more clarification because she got.
we're ta- we're talking about how women usually force men into monogamous relationships, but then start withholding the cookie.
Oh, I just talked about that yesterday. That's very true. The normal
See?
sex drive for an average person, I think, is like once a week.
Yeah.
It's real
Okay,
low.
do you feel it's once a week because they got other shit to do, or because that's what some sort of
Wow.
regimen?
I think
Like
it's
I
once
mean,
a
like they
week
got
because of
busy
that.
lives.
Yeah, because think about it. The first part, you never had that person, right? So you're gonna be doing it out like rabbits, all that. But once that died down, you start going to work. You get take off weekends all the time, and then on top of that, you kind of tired. You get a little fatigued. You might have had a hard week. Yeah, it's about once a week, two maybe. Someone with a higher drive is probably like 3, 4 a week. Those are
But
the people
but
who
if
are
you're
like
but
higher.
if you're single, then you'd have sex multiple
That's not,
times.
but that's not a drive. That's just you being trying to hit everything you can, especially men. They just trying to catch a rabbit that's running around the forest. That's all. That's a heightened state. When you're single, you're in a heightened state. And women do the same thing. When they're single, think how much they out there putting it out, trying to get it. They're trying to get it all the time. But when they're in a relationship, they take it back. Why? Because they no longer is a need to try to get it because you have it. The access is there. You don't have to try.
What
So now the
that
effort has dropped.
that's not true. Because I know my relationships wasn't not for me. I mean, no, not even when I was married.
You ain't
We were
vanilla
still.
though. You a liar.
I'm a lot. What? Take her down. I don't
You
know.
you
Wait a
you
minute.
a
Hold
you a
on.
cold
We
stone
need to
freak.
go. We need to go. Hold on. We need to talk
You
about what
like
the fuck
9
she finna
times a week.
say. Mute her. She over here going against everything. What kind of shit, Miss Polly?
This is the
This
battle of the
I'm being
sexes.
helpful. I'm sorry. I know you ain't vanilla. I'm just trying to say.
helpful my ass. You came on here like you had something to prove today. Okay.
I like
Okay.
you. I'm telling you that you're not vanilla though.
Okay. Okay.
It's okay to have a little raspberry in it.
She done ran this back to what was that season we did that? BDSM?
Yes.
She done ran it back. She over here bringing up old shit. Bringing up old shit, okay? That's another thing. We women bring up old shit, okay?
Those
And
are
we ain't
current
even in a
events. Those are current
relationship.
events. That's currently.
No, but
Yes, she did, Queen of
yeah, she
Conversation.
did. That's Egypt. Yes. She is starting shit today. Miss Polly is one of our long-going collaborators, if I could say the word right. And
Your
she is
tongue
shit
getting
starter
tired.
too. She
Yeah.
is shit starter too. He is shit starter as well. No, but I think it does depend on the person. Like for me, that was not an issue. Now,
Mm.
I had not been married for no 10 years. The longest I've been married was 3 years. And that was like slightly pushing it. But just
Mhm.
saying. Relationships, well, that's the longest one. So yeah, I ain't really been in nothing 10 or 15 years with the same person yet. So I have not had that experience to say.
Okay. 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 Good. Good. Good.
But
Good way to roll that back.
but
Good.
but hold on, but Egypt on Queens of Conversation, she said that 10 years and she was fucking like a something.
She
Having lots of
said, "Hell
sex
no, I
after
haven't.
10
I was
years.
having a lot of sex after 10 years." Hey.
Because
Yeah,
y'all
so talk
drives is
about
high. Y'all gotta stop being in denial. Y'all out here, y'all trying to hop on it all the time. That's okay. I do it too. This is not lie about it. We have a high drive. That's not normal.
you do it too.
But why do
Miss
in
Polly.
why
First
in
of all,
general? But why in general do women do that though? Because let's not be honest. This is not something that is just made up. A lot of men will say, "Hey, now that we got married, you come into bed with the bonnet on. You no longer.
See, this is why I have the bonnet on early in the motherfucking relationship. Like, you need to see me with the bonnet early.
I
So
can't
you
stand.
know.
The bonnet. I can't do the bonnet. That's.
No, the
I gotta
bonnet,
go.
it preserves my hair.
No. This is the
Oh
way I say it.
Lord, I know.
This is
This
is the way I
y'all
say
know
it.
what it is.
I say, let me go to
And you
sleep
can
first.
still get it with the bonnet on. I ain't never had a problem
No,
getting it with the bonnet on
no, I
neither.
hate that damn bonnet,
Or
man.
pajamas or a moo. Niggas is not worried about that if they trying to get it.
Y'all are out of line.
I'm just saying, what?
I think they pulling it back because I'm telling. I don't think the women are tired. I think the women never sex drive was never that hot to start with. That's what I'm trying to
That's
tell you.
the
It never
problem.
was high,
That's the
and it was pretending, or because they're heightened in the state, but like they're regular. Because most girls, I say, watch what happens. Do something you're gonna do for a little bit, and watch it go down back to where her normal is. That's what her normal is probably once a week, and now
but
she knows
then
she got you. Access is there.
but then the other thing is if she wasn't really attracted to him to begin with,
Hmm.
and or she wanted him just for his money or just for what he could do, and she really wasn't into him, that shit is gonna show too. And some
I
women
agree.
will marry out of convenience or
Hmm.
out of whatever you want to call that necessity.
Yeah, she gave him the poom because that was her down payment for the marriage. She did it. She did. Yeah, she had to put out to get the ring. Now she got the ring. Now she don't got to put out no more.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Now y'all cooking with hot fish grease. Okay, you're
Hot
probably
fish, yes, yes. That's how you said it. I don't know what was going on.
Listen, I've been with these gentlemen for now 5 years. I'm trying to get it every day. I don't know about you, but I've been told no. I don't like that. But
Okay, but you got three. Okay, let's talk about it.
yeah, I
You
want
don't
them.
have the average situation,
Right.
so
I
you
still
can't
want
really
it.
talk.
That's why I
You
still
can't
want
really
it.
talk though.
Why? I don't even care. I mean, I just got argued with yesterday about this. Talking about I'm stopping people from being on their purpose because I'm out here trying to get it. Listen, I don't give a F about that. I want, I want it, and I
Well,
need y'all to supply the deeds. That's all I need y'all
you
to
ain't
do.
stopping nobody from their purpose. That's wild to
Yeah, they
say.
said I'm interrupting work. People going to work and stuff. I don't really care. To be honest.
Oh, your guys are saying that.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Oh, what you gotta adjust when you dealing with a football team. I'm playing. I'm
Yeah, but see, what
playing.
I'm saying I got to deal with the football team, so you know, that's fine. I like them. That's all right.
Yeah, but you don't have the average situation. We talking about just one on one.
Okay,
And
well,
one
okay, we'll
on
go back to
one,
one on one. If it's one on one, okay, how about this? I'll tell you about this one gentleman. It's not one gentleman, I'm lying. I was with him bed 15 years. I just call him one gentleman being an asshole. I take that back. So my drive is higher than his, apparently. He was like once every 8 days. And that's where his normal drive was. I knew mine was way higher than, but I was monogamous and I had to ask myself. I actually had to ask myself. Hopefully he never hears this. I had to ask myself. I actually had to say, can I be with this man knowing he can't meet my needs in that manner? That's how bad it was. Because I'm like, damn, like that's all. And that was a problem. So I hid a lot of times where I'd want to do something. I'd be I'd have to, do myself, basically. And that's every once in a while. Like if I wanted more, I had to do that. But I knew what it was going to be, and I had to choose if that was going to be something I could deal with.
And
yeah.
you brought up a good point. I think different people have different drives, but there's sometimes it changes over time. After a while, you
Mhm.
might get a raise at a job, or you might be more
Oh, I was
involved in
like,
your
get a raise at the
business.
job, so we celebrating.
No. You might get a position that might be more serious, like a supervisor position. You might work more hours. You might have more responsibility in your professional career. Children also change your drive, but I think for men, I think it's just I think the overall for men is we want to say, hey, when we want some, we would like some, like we were when we were single and you were trying to keep me. Now you switching it up and you're not even trying.
I agree. I think as I've gotten older, that I've learned that that's give and take. Like you have to want to please your man
Yeah.
for that to work and it to not feel like a chore. But if you got with that man for the wrong reasons, whether it was because of sex or whether it was because of his money or whether it was because of whatever he was giving to you that, you know, filled that need that was outside of sex. Now, when sex is a part of the conversation, you're grossed out or you don't, you know, find him as attractive and things like that, then yeah, it's gonna be problems.
Y'all ready for the next video?
Okay.
Yep,
All right,
let's do it.
let's do it now. Well, let's play the next video.
Just come on, you gotta be childish every damn time.
I'm childish. I'm sorry. I'm childish. All right.
And yes, Egypt, she does have a team. She's polyamorous or
Yes.
polyandria.
This one is about sharing social media. Let's
Oh.
go.
If you need to go through my Instagram, go ahead. I really don't have anything to hide. It's not like you don't already have my location. It's not like I haven't already given you the passcode to my phone. It seems like nothing works with you. And I refuse to be controlled through fear and insecurity. That is no way to live. And nothing is working. You put all these limitations and restrictions on me. It's like every time you have a thought, a negative thought associated with fear, whatever commitment we made to one another changes with your emotions. It's like I got to spoon feed you every 2 weeks the same thing that we've already talked about. As far as I'm concerned, none of this helps. The damage is already done.
What do you mean the damage is done?
The damage of your father never being there for you. The damage of you never feeling the love of a father. The damage of your mother choosing men over you. I'm paying the price for your father and all your exes who abused and took advantage of you. I've been with you for 3 years and I've never cheated on you. Yet every day I feel accused. You question every decision I make, everything that I do out of fear and insecurity. And if you don't have control, absolute control, then you absolutely don't know how to act.
That's unhealed trauma for sure. That's unhealed trauma. You are muted.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Okay. Well,
I'm like,
damn.
what was you about to say? Something.
Well, damn. Yeah. So that's trauma. So, okay. First of all, let's talk about sharing social media. If you're in a relationship, can they have the passcode to your Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat?
I feel like that is overboard. First of all, now you have issues. No, because I don't want his and I don't want him to want mine either. Because I think that is ridiculous. If you have to go that far, you already don't trust your mate. You already don't have the foundation in place, period.
Mm-hmm.
Because if somebody has to do that, it says I don't trust you. And I also dislike when you get married, all of a sudden y'all got the same fucking social media. Why? Why is it like I don't understand that? I don't understand that. And I don't know if I'm talking to my homegirl or her husband because y'all got the same fucking social media account. That's ridiculous to me. That says you got trust issues. That doesn't say we're a team. That says you don't trust your husband or your husband doesn't trust you. That's what that says to me. That's a red motherfucking flag.
Yeah, I think.
Miss
So,
Paula, can I have your Instagram?
Yeah, I don't really care. I'll be honest. I mean that. Okay, we're talking in the monogamous mind right now, so I want y'all to remember that because I know y'all accuse me of not doing such things. But yeah, I don't lock anything. I don't lock. It's not locked. It's not locked. You can look if you want to. You know, it is what it is. It's always been like that. Because I just don't violate people's boundaries like that. If my boyfriend at that time didn't want me to talk to the guys in a particular way, I just wouldn't do it. But if there's no reason to lock it, like I don't know, I don't feel like it's something to hide. I just have it on my phone. Like you could access my phone now. I've had even my husband did that. He read my messages. It is what it is. Like he had told me, "Oh, you left it open or whatever." I saw it. I'm like, okay, whatever. And it doesn't matter. And I'll even say this: we weren't together anymore, and he saw who I was. I was talking to another gentleman. He's read it. He had told me, "Yeah, I had read you were talking to," and I was like, "Okay." And I wasn't talking clean. I was like, it is what it is. If you feel that hard on the look, you need to know. And I could have told you, but if you want to look, sure. It is what it is. That's what I feel about it. I feel like there's no reason to hide it. So yeah, I don't think they should be combining crap like you said, Jay. That
But
makes me angry. I don't like that. That's stupid. Like I don't want to talk to Betty. I want to talk to you. Stop.
just to be clear, I can have access.
Yeah,
Okay.
I say
my
no,
baby's got
because
access. Like
that's like individual, but that's like your what like your social media can be business, it can be friends, family, high
Oh
school
Lord, here we
people,
go.
all that kind of thing, right? So it's a combination of people who you've known or whatever over the years. As long as you're not talking inappropriately, as long as you're not doing anything that is going to get you in trouble that your mate couldn't see if they saw it, that's a different story. If you're doing shit and being sneaky, but if you're not, and this is just your regular run of the mill social media,
Mhm.
then why do they need access? Because for one, whoever I'm dealing with, they're gonna have to manage shit about 10 pages for Facebook, 10 pages on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So if they really want to chase after the nigga, you're gonna have to go and find all these fucking pages, then the fan pages, then all kind of
Mhm.
other ways that messaging apps are, WhatsApp, Snapchat, all these things. Like if he got to do all that, that's ridiculous. Then you don't need to be with me if you can't trust me. So that's my point. Is it's the fact that you have to do that says you've got trust issues already.
Yeah. Well, yes, I agree. I agree. But at the same time, sometimes you got to keep the 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 parameter. Make sure nobody creeping around. Does that make sense?
You can say that, but then to make sure nobody's creeping around would indicate that there's already a suspicion.
Uh-huh.
So I think what you should address with your mate in communication, period. Y'all need to sit down and talk and figure out why you feel that there's suspicion or before it even gets to that point. Because if you got to go to social media and got to go through phones and stuff like that, you done in the relationship because you already
Are
have
you
the
are you
suspicion that
really
there's
done? But are you really done? I don't think you're necessarily really done. I think you're just the relationship's good, but the insecurities are lacking.
doesn't that damage the foundation of the relationship because it should be based on trust.
No.
So you can be in a relationship and you don't trust your mate.
I think some people are possessive. This is my mate. I've worked on this for how many years? And Jay Marie, you not gonna let no female take the man that you built up. Stop lying.
What you mean that I built up?
Or the relationship that you built up over an Instagram post or message.
If he is already soliciting dick pics or if he's already doing all this stuff, then he's already set the grounds for her to feel like she can talk to him like that. So that means that my man ain't my man anyway. He's
Oh
somebody else's
gosh.
man.
Oh,
But that's the
stop.
same for
Stop.
me. That's
Stop.
the same for me. If I'm soliciting to some other nigga and I
Yeah.
got a man and I'm giving him that conversation or I'm giving him that right to speak to me that kind of way, then I'm already not in the relationship. I'm out of it mentally, maybe just not physically.
I still believe because most people, let's be honest, most people still are not breaking up because of like frivolous stuff like that. Let's just be honest. So that's why we get into these
But
situations.
how is it frivolous though? Because
Because you're so black, you're very being black and white on this. You're like, hey,
I'm
he sent a
mixed.
dick pic. He sent a dick pic. That ain't my man no more. Come on now, Jay. Come on now, Jay. You gonna be like, what the hell going on? What we doing?
Yeah, you address it. I'm not saying I'm not saying you don't address it, you don't bring it up. But if it becomes a repeated thing,
Okay.
then you need to let that man go. You need to let that woman go because they obviously are not interested in you or not wanting to be with you for real. I'm not saying one time you just be like, oh, I seen this and there's a misunderstanding, or somebody that was flirting with him on Facebook makes a comment or hearts his picture and says, he really looks good as old as he is or whatever. And this is his birthday picture. you know, and now, you know, now I'm taking it like, oh, she flirting with you, so you want this bitch and da 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 da.
Yeah.
No, he might need to address it and say, hey, I'm in a relationship. Could you refrain from leaving that kind of comment? If this is somebody who knows him now, if this is not somebody who knows him, then what do? I mean, because you're gonna have fans if you at a level, if you got certain kind of statuses, you're gonna have fans. And people
Yeah.
will try you.
Yes, yes. People will try you, you know. Pizza Hut keep calling me. I don't know why. They just
I'm done.
they,
Pizza Hut gonna get their ass beat and they gonna get out of business.
Pizza Hut go get their ass beat.
Yes, I'm gonna go up to Pizza Hut, figure out what bitch it is. No,
Exist-
but
but this
But
is
I mean, if you gotta go that far, all jokes aside, if you gotta go that far, the relationship is toxic and
yeah.
it's not gonna last. That's the reality of it.
Now, what about the second part to where he was kind of discussing the simple fact that, hey, you are projecting your trauma on me because of either a relationship with your father or past relationships. I think a
It's
lot of
unhealed trauma. It's therapy she needs. So if he can get her to go to therapy and they can work on their relationship that way, that's something that's saying, hey, let's do this as a partnership. But if he's just going to say that and that's in his defense, then they're going to keep on going back to that same shit every time she does it.
so you're saying he's gaslighting her?
No, I'm saying if he's going to keep saying it without trying to do anything to actually resolve it, like be like, babe, let's go to therapy because this is really a problem. Let's try to fix this. I really want to make this relationship work. If he's saying that, okay, that's different than every time I do the same shit, you bring up the same shit. And what happens when you do the same shit and you expect different results? That's insanity. So
Okay.
both of y'all bitches is crazy. So at that point, then nobody's gonna, you know, the relationship's not gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't think the relationship is not going to work. Let's be honest. Relationships do work. I think
They're
functionally,
toxic.
yes.
They may work, but then you just attach to the toxicity then.
Yeah, because I think sometimes people just go along with it like, hey, I know a couple of partners, they got some crazy ass females where like
They know they can't leave because they're gonna become a first 48 victim.
yeah, yes, and they get
That's
called,
toxic.
they get called all night, they get called FaceTime, all the above, and they're okay with it. They're like, oh, she just tripping. You know, it's just some people deal with the traumas of their spouse or their partner. But y'all women be slick too. Let's just be honest.
Well, dealing with it is like, okay, you can deal with the baggage, but are you trying to help them?
Yeah,
That's not the same thing. If you just dealing with it
they help
because you feel
everyone.
like you don't have a point or you don't have you don't have no other options or whatever, like you just feel like it's cheaper to keep her, well then you can't really complain. You
But
you are gonna just sit there and let it happen.
but if you're just a little crazy, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
She a little crazy. She a little she she a little crazy. You know, I'm fine with that. You know, she got a little couple of issues. She got a couple of daddy issues. You know, I'm cool with that. You know, we can work through these. We can work through this. So, all right. And
Working
then
through it, I think, means therapy, though. You know, just or I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Therapy is what I know works when you have these issues, and if you don't, then the relationship is just going to continue to suffer.
be honest. How many times have you went to a therapist in a relationship?
I did in my marriage. It
Okay.
didn't work because it
Okay.
was one-sided. He didn't want, to do the work with the therapy.
Okay. But most people
So,
don't. But let's be honest. Most people don't go to therapists, even
not with a boyfriend and girlfriend. If we're doing it for years, 3, 4, 5 years and stuff like that, okay. But if we just going on year one, therapy is not going to be the issue. It's just the relationship is not working.
And the point that I was making is that, like I said, you were saying, hey, they got relationship. the relationship isn't there. I'm like, yeah, the relationship's there. It's just there's still underlying issues between you and the individual that still perpetuates themselves throughout the relationship. I think learning how to deal with it is the key to a solid relationship. Like, okay, your triggers are, hey, I get a phone call at the middle of the night. How do I manage that? I
Turn
think
your
that's
phone on do not disturb. Is that how you manage it? Turn your phone on silent? I don't know. I mean, because the reality is, what you're saying is you're not really getting help for it. You just want to just let me deal with this motherfucker because I got 87 kids with them, so I can't really leave them because then they're gonna hit me with all these 87 children child support checks.
yeah.
So, those are situations where like the man don't feel like he can leave, or he's been married and they built up so much, equity or equity and as well as different, whatever stuff with their businesses and things like that they feel like, okay, now if I leave, that's the whole scenario. It's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah.
You can't complain then if you allowing the shit to keep on happening. Then you might as well shut up.
Just shut up.
I'm just saying you might as well shut up and not even like what if you're not gonna do nothing about it, then you might as well shut up.
Yeah.
Don't complain.
Yeah. Yeah. That's tough. I believe, like me personally, I'm empathetic to a lot of people's situation. I think a lot of different people deal with different quirks and stuff within their mate, and I think some are no go fly. Hey, we're not continuing this relationship issues, and I think some people, like I said, hey, I'm a little bit toxic too.
Well,
I'm a little
it's a
bit ratchet
compromise.
too.
There are like when you say we in the no fly zone with certain shit, but then there are things that where it's like, okay, no, I can deal with this because overall they're a good person. But if
Yeah.
that I can deal with is, for instance, the guy continues to put his hands on you, and that's the I can deal with it. No, baby, that's not what you should deal with. But if he has money management issues and you can help him manage his money better or something like that, then that almost seems like, okay, it's something that could be manageable. But if he's not willing to get, or let you manage the money and he continues to blow y'all money, y'all about to be broke and homeless and all kind of which ways.
Yeah,
So
and
the
I think
relationship may not work for that too. But
yeah, I think that's how sometimes you have people with certain addictions they still get married, because people you usually deal with it, but then as over time the symptoms either get worse and that becomes an issue, or the underlying issue is not really that important, or it doesn't fester into a real major issue. I think, for instance, people who drink a lot, some women don't drink a lot, but their dude may drink a lot, but it doesn't become an issue until he excessively drinks. So things
right.
like that. So I think you're right. Therapy, communication, a lot of other stuff. But that was good. That was a good little segment. We're gonna clip that one.
Listen, because to not have no motherfucking agenda, okay, nothing. Because I'm like,
I had an agenda. I'm like Donald Trump. I
in
got a
your
plan.
fucking head,
I got a
in your
plan.
head,
And
and
I got a
nobody
plan.
else know about it.
Okay.
Because I'm like, what are we gonna talk about? You ain't even show me the videos or nothing ahead of time.
I didn't want
None
to
of
show you the videos.
None of that.
Look, you're getting good at this. I'm telling you right now.
I
You're
am
getting
very good. Thank you. I'm very good.
okay. So, all right, this is gonna be our last one, and then we're gonna get up out of here. This one right here. Yep. Okay. This one is 8 at the Table. I like their little podcast.
Okay, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, 8 at the Table is they're a little bit ratchet, but they're cool. They cool. They're good.
About everything is just going good. Yeah. Why do we have to be going somewhere from here after 3, 4, or 5 or 6 months? Chill out. Let's see where it's gonna go. Let's start doing more things. Let's start involving yourself now, maybe in some family affairs. Let's start doing these other type of things to see if we can grow together, spend more nights at my house. Maybe you graduate to a key or something, but we don't gotta keep talking about where we going from here after 4 or 5 months. We don't have to put a timetable on it. And that's the gap of where the women tend to miss where we're coming from. We're not coming, and that's what Ace trying to say. Yeah, that's your timetable. That's not my timetable. So we have to compromise and try to come to some type of agreement or state of mind to say, yo, this is where we're gonna go. If you want to be with a man and men are sitting here telling you, don't rush me, put yourself in position not to rush them. That's what it is. Yeah. We have to put ourselves in position. Oh my God, what is she talking?
See, like I said, y'all crazy women. Y'all want to put us in these relationships we don't want to be in.
Huh.
Just relax, J. Marie.
No, because this one hit a button with me. I'm not even about to hold you. This one hit a button. What I will say with the timetable is you need to just keep it real. Whatever it is that you're looking for with this, whether it's a situationship, whether it's a relationship, whatever, you need to be transparent about it. Because the thing that I ran into was I was dating this guy. It went to a relationship, and I got to meet his parents and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is what's the word? I can't even think of the word. This is, hey, we doing something here. I'm getting to different levels. The whole time he was doing it to placate or to appease me rather. So I'm like, when we broke up, the whole thing was, well, you made me do this. I made you make me meet your mother. I made you make, or I'm trying to even think if I'm saying the shit right. And I hope he's motherfucking watching, because I thought about that shit way after the fact. I'm like, ain't no way I would have nobody meeting my kids, my family, and all this other stuff if I wasn't ready for them to do it. But then if you're telling me there's no timetable and all that kind of stuff, right? But what are we doing though? What are we doing? There's no other way that the relationship is evolving. So what are we doing? Just like the guy was saying, like doing different things, okay, with no title, that's one thing. But if the relationship is just being stagnant, then you do have to ask, what are we doing?
I think that people should enter a relationship with low expectations. Damn.
I disagree with that, Victor. Now, I will say this. You shouldn't have like extraordinarily high expectations. You should try to meet people where they're at. But I think that has to do with finding out your compatibility with the person to begin with. It shouldn't be that I expect you to be king and royalty when you don't know what it's like to have a basic job and have a home for yourself, whether it's an apartment, a house, or whatever. You don't have shit. Why would I expect you to think on this millionaire mindset, for instance, if you've never had shit? So if you're dealing with somebody who's never had shit, that's not even close to your level, why in the fuck would you think that they don't have that mindset that you need them to have? That's an incompatibility that sometimes women, men too, don't even compare or don't even consider rather when they're trying to date somebody, because they're just trying to fuck or they're just trying to get them for whatever it is that they want, and that's it.
But like you say, I can have you meet my parents, but you could be still the side chick. Like Victor Hart says, all parents get a chance to meet the side chick and all of the chicks.
I'm disappointed, Victor Hart. I don't know what
in
the hell
most
you're talking
relationships,
about,
when a man takes a chick to meet their mother, the mother is the reason why
what he said.
your relationship did not last.
What? Go back. Hold on. What did you say now? While I was talking shit.
In most situations, when a man takes a chick to meet their mother, the mother is the reason why your relationship did not last. You wanted to meet my parents, but she don't like you now. So now I can't even really deal with you.
That was not true, Victor. Thank you for your comment, sir, but that does not apply to my situation. His family actually really liked me. They're trying to involve me in all kind of shit. And he was the one that was like, "Oh, I didn't get the invitation, or I didn't get the thing. They supposed to sent it to me." And I'm like, "Well, that's funny because I remember they were telling me, you know, to get, you know, they gonna email you whatever it was that they were trying to involve me in." And he conveniently couldn't find the invitation. He purposefully did not reach back, respond, and all that kind of stuff. So my thing is, if you just trying to make this be a situationship, then let it be that. Don't have me meeting your mother. Don't have me doing all this other kind of stuff, because that translates to something different for me. Because I'm not having you meet everybody in my family and you just a nigga I'm fucking with.
But
That's not how
sometimes
I operate.
sometimes we all operate at different speeds, sometimes in different situations in
true.
life. So you may be at, especially when you get older, you may be at a situation to where, you know, hey, I'm getting older now. I have more responsibility. I don't have a lot of type of games. After the third date, we in a relationship and it, you know, type of thing. And another person may say, hey, I've been through it. I want to get to know people. I want you to be like us to build the foundation before we start making things more official. So I think there is a cross between the two situations where people are kind of saying that. What is Vic talking about? Most men like Vic, I need you to speak English. Most men that like a certain type of women will not take that woman around their mother because they know their mom will compete with that woman for space in his life. Okay. Okay. All
But
right.
that wasn't that.
I understand what you're saying. I in real life, your mom will snitch on you about the rest of the chicks.
In real life, your mom will snitch on you about the rest of the chicks.
So the meeting of the
What you mean?
parent,
Like it'd be like, oh, that ain't Susan. Oh, that's Carisha. Oh,
yeah,
oh, that's not her either. Oh, while you there and your name is Rebecca or something, calling you all the other chicks' names.
yeah, because essentially the mom is like what they call a mother wife. You know, the only woman in his life.
Yeah, this mother wasn't like that. They were educated, HBCU people and all that kind of stuff. Not at all. We were talking about homeowners and handymen. We were sharing handyman information and all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't that kind of party. But my thing is, if you're not
So it
interested
was you,
like
not
that,
him.
it was me, not him.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Like, why y'all broke it up?
It was probably me.
Exactly. See, I
No, it
knew
was
this.
probably me. But it was like it was reasonable. It was reasonable questions. So I mean, okay.
Okay. But I think the overall arching thing is that setting a standard for relationship, I don't know. I do believe that certain people do need to be kept up to speed in relationships. If I'm involved with you, you need to be on my speed. Uh, I've actually had times and opportunities to where I said, you know what, I got to slow down. And I was actually grateful for that. It didn't work out, but I was like, you know what, I get it. We're not just going to, you know, I just heard this word and I haven't heard it in a while. Somebody said love bombing. Sometimes you
Oh
can
no,
get it.
that's a real situation. That's
Sometimes
toxic though.
you can get into a situation to where you're just like love bombing a person. Y'all both love bombing. Y'all both in a ecstasy period of
Codependent like a motherfucker.
yeah. And then y'all realize if y'all would have just took y'all time, y'all could have better get to know each other. And y'all weren't really y'all both were crazy anyway, so y'all wasn't gonna work out. So
Right.
yeah, so I and then there's been times where I've had I back in my gap, they were like, hey, slow down.
Back in your gap.
Back
What?
in my gap. My Back in the gap. I'm sorry. Back in the day.
Oh, okay, okay. We need to
Okay.
clarify that because I got people saying gap.
Oh my God, ain't nobody
I'm
said
not
nothing.
sure. On
Bad,
the text
bad,
message,
bad.
I ain't talking about that, but I can't show because there's a lot of other stuff on there.
But yeah, so back in the day, I've had people, and I've actually was kind of grateful for that because some people sometimes you do need to slow down, and
Yeah,
just kind of take it day by day instead of just going full force in a lot of situations. So, I'm appreciative of all types of relationship, but I think communication is also the best key. Um, yeah. Anything else you got?
communication, but I think you also have to have patience with your mate when you know they have triggers and things like that, or you got to be willing to.
All the women graduated from colleges in my family graduated from HBCU. My family are diesel mechanics, automotive mechanics, carpenters, and plumbers. Yeah. He's from Mississippi. So, you know.
But okay, I wasn't saying that there was anything wrong with that. I'm a college graduate as well, but that's
Mhm.
not the point. It was just that they were educated Black people. That was all I was implying. They weren't ignorant ghetto. It wasn't the mama that's trying to be all whatever messy and all that kind of stuff. Nobody was doing that. So that wasn't the situation. I don't tend to be attracted to those type of men anyway. So
J. Marie, if you would like, I will pay for the equipment and do a vlog of the men and women in my family. They are well educated and highly skilled with their hands.
I don't understand what is he saying? Am I misunderstanding some inside joke? He paying for the equipment. I don't get it. Victor, I don't get what you're saying, sir. You pay for the equipment and do the vlog. What does I don't want you to do nothing you don't want to do, but I don't know what that even means. Or what he's trying to imply.
Yeah, Vic, Vic,
Maybe he
shoot.
can come up and explain it.
No, we don't. He can come up here and explain it. The link is pinned, but he talks a lot. But
So you saying we gonna run over time?
we gonna run over time. So salute to Vic. Salute to the 18th letter. Salute to everybody. If you're watching this on replay, please hit the like. Next week we have a plan. Like everybody,
We had a plan.
yes.
And then the plan planned us.
Hey,
apparently.
everybody had something going on. We get it. Look, this is content creation. You got to go with the flow. So
You said
next week,
everybody because you didn't want to just say you.
well, y'all
You
people,
didn't want. Yeah, that was a good, but it was a good reason, and I told you why. But I only
yes,
had one person.
and so life
Because I
and
thought you had more people, sir.
I did have more people, but
Your
everybody.
party, your drunken YouTube party, you forgot to
Thank you, everybody.
you forgot to circle back.
Yeah. I actually had. I ain't gonna lie. I had to go through the video and figure out who came.
So real quick, E Black had a birthday this past weekend. He turned 44 and he did this whole YouTube thing. He had people on there acting crazy. And I was invited to the party. I couldn't really keep up with everything. So, I had to bid them adieu and bow out gracefully. But I had fun. He just don't remember none of the shit he said. And he invited a whole bunch of people. Somehow he forgot to remind them. So this is why we didn't have the panel we were supposed to have had. So we're gonna recruit y'all for next Sunday show.
Yeah.
welcome everybody to pop in and join the show.
Hold on 1 second. I think that yeah,
Did
that's
Victor
him.
pop in?
Yeah, it's Vic.
Sir, what are you talking about?
Hey, I hope my mic. No, what I'm saying is,
You
we
need to
got to
buy
get
your
away
own
from
equipment,
the
sir.
idea.
Go ahead.
No,
I'm
and
talking
I
shit.
know my mic don't act good up on StreamYard, but what I'm saying is we got to get away from the mindset that just because black people go to college, they are not they don't act ignorant or degenerate. A long time ago, they used to
Oh,
have sense
yeah,
enough.
I agree.
They used to have sense enough just to tell the kids to get out the way. They was skilled, educated. They went to the HBCUs. Ski wee. They did the slang their canes and they
All
stomped
that,
on the
yeah.
yard and everything. Yeah, but know what they did while they was doing what they was doing? They had sense enough to move the children out of the way. Well, the problem we have right now, and we stuck to this mindset that if a person goes get an education, they're not foolish. I know a lot of foolish educated people. And look, they
Very
go
much
out
so.
and they functional fools. Like
Very much
they
so.
highly skilled. They Monday through whatever time they get off, they tend to act decent. But then when the parties and the tailgates happen, and then when the drinks come out or the smoke, we see all the
Mm-hmm.
degeneracy in those highly educated people. But what they are not doing is saying, "Hey, children, don't be like me." You know what I'm saying? That's why you dealing with these people in these spaces right now. They don't know no better. They don't know how to separate the two. Education don't means you gonna just wake up and well, I'm a steadfast stand up man. On the weekend, we
Right,
still act a
right,
fool. Yeah, we still
right.
act a fool. I see E Black rolling his eye. E Black rolling
Because
his eye.
that's bullshit. Education does mean a lot in
Sir,
terms of raising
I ain't
it mean a
individuals.
saying
lot for
I'm
you
not
this
no.
weekend.
I,
It didn't mean a
I'm
lot for him this weekend, King Ross Rooster. It didn't. He showed his
but
ass.
that's what I'm saying. Look, we know E Black is a wild boy. Even though he speaks well, he can run a show. He has a certain amount of skills that certain people don't have. You know, people hate on him a little bit, but he's still a degenerate at heart. Every once in a while, he got to come up off. Look, he every once in a while he has to come up off
Okay.
his throne and come down, and he has to come off his throne and come down here and mingle with the peasants, and he like it down here. But he got to go back and handle his business with his upstanding people. But I'll see you every weekend, E Black. Come on back.
With
Come
the
on back now,
peasants,
you hear?
I'm trying to understand what
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
not a peasant, but I don't look at people as peasants either. So
No,
I
no,
No,
can't
no.
be.
But what I say is what I'm saying is, even though I have a certain amount of skills, certain things that I'm capable of doing, I don't allow folks to know what I'm. I don't even allow folks to know I have simple sense on the internet, right? So I act a fool, right? But when I get
Oh,
around the
okay,
right
okay.
people and it demands me to act with some sense or be a certain type of person, I can do that. It's a code switch. So
mhm.
you
So
know what I'm
you
saying?
a
In order to get
degenerate
across to people, you
normally,
have to speak the
No,
language they know, right?
he's a degenerate normally. Normally, Vic be
but
on that.
then okay,
Yeah,
Right.
he's like
So
okay.
when it's time for me to straighten up and get it right, I can act like I supposed to. It's a code switch. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't do that. Some people just flat out ignorant all the way around the board.
mhm.
I'm not
Oh
that.
no, I could code switch too. I
But I
can be a little
can get
ignorant.
ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
Understood? Yeah. But
Look,
no,
I'm
these
telling
were
you.
upstanding black folks.
Yeah.
Okay, just to be clear, these were upstanding black folks. They
Yeah.
had sense about
Yeah, until
themselves and all that.
until the yeah, there was upstanding black people until the beer and the drinks come out, and then it's party time, and
I was
you know
not
we
around
cut
them
up
when
on
they
our
were
leisure time.
drinking or any of that, so I can't really
I'm
attest to
not
that.
saying you. I'm not saying you, my
Oh,
good
I know.
man,
I'm just
my
saying
good
I
man.
wasn't
I'm
around
not
them, so
saying
I can't
you.
attest to
When
that.
I speak, okay, but when I speak, I'm not speaking directly to the people that's on the panel, right? So I'm just speaking. So whoever is like that dry hook you throw out there, whoever can catch it and understand, they got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking directly towards you. You see what
I
I'm saying?
got you.
So when I say stuff for the people that understand what I'm saying. They can say, "Oh, I never thought about it that way." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So don't. I just don't like when people say, "Well, these people are educated. These people do this and do that." Man, don't you know how many Q parties and those people are like extravagantly smart that they didn't toss the Negro out the window? You know what I'm saying? Turn a party into a hospital visit. Those are some
Yeah.
excellent and smart men. Don't you know how many alpha parties I done been to? Where they
Vic. Next
yeah.
week we're gonna do this next
Yeah.
week.
We'll probably have you back on.
We probably won't, but I appreciate you giving me this one, Vic. But
He said
Yeah,
don't contribute no more.
no,
nah,
I'm
Vic
just
is,
saying though.
Don't want your contributions.
yeah, Vic is cool. Vic is cool, but
Yeah, I just like to mess with E Black. That's my guy, man. He cool.
yeah,
He cool.
yeah.
But go
All
ahead,
right,
y'all
Now
Vic.
have the conversation.
thank you for joining the party.
Yeah, we
all
gonna
right,
close. We trying to close this out, right?
I know we
all right,
already went past an hour. The 16
All right,
minutes
man.
okay.
past.
All right, Vic. Vic is like the drunk cousin. Like you
That's what
gotta
I
be
was
like,
about to say. He the uncle at the barbecue.
yeah, and then you be
That
and then you try to leave, and then you walk into the house, right? Then you walk
he
on the
talking about.
porch,
And another thing, when they drink at the parties,
and then you
they
at the
will
car.
try to throw you out the window, and you like, huh?
You got your keys in there.
You're like, all right, I'll see you later. No, you know what? I bought that for your auntie. You like, oh, is it the same one? She threw that on the floor. You like, what?
You there for another 30 minutes. But that's Vic.
No, thanks, Vic. Thanks. I'm talking shit. But he may not be because he knows you. I don't. So
I ain't talking shit. He know I'm telling the truth.
Oh, okay.
These niggas ain't shit. But they being polite right now. That lets you know that you've been really doing good and you present yourself well. So
Thank you.
so anyway.
I got some oil in my eye now. I'm trying to be cute. But the oil is in my eye. We
Anyhow,
might be in this shit.
yeah, it's in this thing because J. Marie's melting and
I don't got makeup
hey,
on. I'm just saying I got grease in my eyeball or something.
we got to get an intro for this too, huh? Outro.
I gave you the
Yeah.
intro
Yeah.
and outro.
Yeah.
We'll come up with something.
Yeah. All right, y'all. See y'all next week. Let me see. I got some music somewhere.
Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe at TDP Show Pod that you see in the little tag on the well, actually you don't. You see it on my little name, but I thought you was gonna pull up the little thing where we got the social medias. Awkward silence.
Oh no.
No.
What am I supposed to be showing again?
Just we'll do it next week. We'll be back next week, you all. Thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah,
tuning in to the Dirty Pleasure Show. Myself, J. Marie, and E Black TV. Play the music. Cue the music.
I didn't mean this music. In the street.